Hey, what up fuckers? It's your boy Abao from Project Rogue coming at you today with another script breakdown. In this series, we sit down with the scripts that are live within Project Rogue Roleplay. We show you how they work and we show you some core functionalities of the script. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right in today's episode. In today's episode, we will be sitting down with our brand new car radio and car play systems. This brand new system not only looks great and feels very modern, but also boasts a plethora of features that we will be breaking down in today's script breakdown. We have a lot to cover in just a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. This vehicle right here is an unowned vehicle. I do not own this vehicle and it is not in my garage. Let's go ahead and get in it. When a vehicle has a radio installed, you simply hit your tilde, go to vehicle, and hit radio. A notification will appear for the user if the vehicle does not have a radio. To install a radio, you simply need a radio installer, and here you can see I cannot install it because this is not an owned vehicle in the owned vehicle table. So let's go ahead and pull out an owned vehicle from a garage. Once you have an owned vehicle pulled out, you will now be able to successfully install the radio with the radio installer. Doing so will populate a nice UI, which you just simply hit install, and you'll start installing the radio. Do note that you need a radio item and the installer in your pockets before you can install. Now that the radio has taken from my pockets, that means that we can access our radio by going through that tilde, and here is our user interface. There are a ton of features in this little user interface, so let's go ahead and go through them. At the dashboard, you have the weather, you have your now plane, and then you have your maps. Clicking on the maps will open up the maps, or you can alternatively hit the map button on the left hand side. Right below the map button on the left hand side is a camera button, which is your backup camera. If you do back up and get close to an object, it will start beeping. Using your mouse button, you can use any of the buttons at the bottom, and here you can see that I got pretty close to this light pole. Next, we'll take a deep dive into the actual main menu of this CarPlay system. Hitting this will pull up all the apps. You can use your mouse wheel to scroll the apps. Our first app, being the music app, is very easy to understand. It simply plays your music. Find a YouTube URL, paste it in the top right, and hit play, and it'll start playing your favorite music. All the buttons at the bottom do work, so you can adjust your volume, you can heart it to add to your playlist app, or you can hit repeat. You can also pause and play the music simply by hitting the buttons in the middle of the UI. To be able to use the heart function, you will need to be signed into your account. To sign into your account, simply access the settings and use the top function. What this does also mean is that you can bring your profile into any car that has a CarPlay system. You can simply access any CarPlay and log into your credentials to have your settings added to this CarPlay system. Now that we have just hearted this song, let's go ahead and take a look at the playlist app, which will display this song in the playlist. And as you can see, we now have our new song added into our playlist, and we can play it right through here without ever having to look it up again. By default, you can add default playlists that come in every radio, so that's what those other two playlists were that you saw right there, just showing that you can configure that to your liking. The stopwatch is a basic app that is essentially that. It's a stopwatch. We've already kind of taken a look at the settings, however the user settings are very easy to understand. There's wallpapers, there's light and dark mode, there's brightness options, there's a plethora of stuff that you can change and control within this system. There are already predefined backgrounds, however the user can upload their own URL if they want to in the top right. To adjust the position of the CarPlay, simply hit position UI and you can move the position of the UI wherever you would like. Hit the option off to stop positioning. Our next app is called Car Info, and this gives you just that. What is the information of your car currently? In the bottom left, you can also hit car control. I will also show you that if you just hit home and you open up your apps again, there's actually a separate app for this called car control that's easier to access if you just want to access this. This controls everything on the car, your windows, your doors, if you want to shut off the engine, if you want to open up a certain door, if you want to open up all doors, if you want to change seats, etc, etc, etc. While the car control is really cool, we also have a YouTube and a Snake Game app. YouTube simply lets you play the videos that you like on the fly wherever you go. And what would traffic life be without a Snake Game in the car? I mean, come on, you're sitting at a red light or you're being chased by the police and you open up the Snake Game to get a new high score. It's just as needed. Pretty sure my high score on this is like 55,000, so definitely drop in the comment section below what your high score is on Snake.io. And last but certainly not least is probably one of the most awesome new features that we are bringing to the CarPlay, and that is automation. Vehicle automation will allow you to go to any waypoint that you set without you actually driving. Check it out. Here I have set a waypoint, and for this demonstration I'll just drive out to here. You don't really need to do that, but just for this tutorial's purpose I will. Here we'll access the automation app and we just hit start autopilot, and here we go. So currently right now I am not doing anything. My hands are off of my keyboard. It is just driving itself, and we're gonna go to our destination. Of course, I sped up this footage as I did not want to bore you to death with me driving to an actual waypoint, but it 100% does work. To turn off automation, you simply access the automation app again and you'll hit stop. Now you have free control over the vehicle again and you can carry on your way. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our brand new CarPlay system. We hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give the video a big thumbs up and drop a comment in the comment section below what you're most excited about this new vehicle radio system. A big shout out to Code Studio for the partnership. Once again, we have always appreciated our partnership and we look forward to the future. If you yourself are a server owner and you want this vehicle radio system in your server, look no further. Open up the description below and head on over to the Tebex where you can purchase this today. If you yourself are looking to do awesome things like these in roleplay, then look no further. Project Rogue Roleplay is the home for you. Head on over to www.projectrogueroleplay.com to get started with our whitelist application. Alternatively, you can go to discord.gg/projectrogue and fill out an app through there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope that you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you guys are at in the world. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video.